night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found and yo, I don't know where you've been told.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Back to the air one more time. That one intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
And he'll get about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Here we go. Hey.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Hey.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Going for it all. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Texans. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Hill drops the throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. One quarter in the books. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And this ball will be down on the other side of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Boy.
To throw, it's Stroud. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is hard. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and That's just really good team defense.
Why, Tony? Hey, south. Set.
On first down, it's Stroud. Open man downfield, it's Addison. And he will go all the way. Jordan Addison, touchdown Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, faking the give. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3. What can they do here on third down and 7? They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
This fielded inside the 35. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now, Stroud. Taking off. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
Oh, right.
Stroud to throw here on first down. And that ball incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. Right? They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, Stroud. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
They're on the 29-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7.
Let's go. 19 Lions.
That one incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
18 Pioneer. Panther 11. Panther 11.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Raven first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Let's go now. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. Everything's going wrong. unable to cut into this big deficit. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He's going to keep it himself. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Generating explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground, is the goal of every offense, Mike. But when you're able to generate those plays with your quarterback's legs, man, that's an element that makes these offenses hard to defend.
Stroud to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. That's fielded just shy of the goal line.
The Ravens take over.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground.
As been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Third and long.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Here we go, set.
Once again, they keep it on the ground. And he works his way past the 25 to the 27-yard line. So, we've reached halftime in a game that is all but over here at the break. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Hi, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return starts from the 5. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
Their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
To throw is Stroud. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
To the left side here. Caught by Addison. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. Despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass them, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. To the goal line and in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Texans. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. To the right side here. Pass is caught.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a give up the middle. He will get this to the 35, a little short of the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's a toss, right side. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike. But the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense. Pursuit. 11 hats to the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
It is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, It stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
Ravens bring their punt team out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll stick with him again. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Handoff here, up the middle. And how about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Second and a yard.
Let's go.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Now a give on the ground. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is... They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. Woo! And they will finally run him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
Ready? Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Back up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens cut into the lead a little bit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
On the quick, right?
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back in the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Go!
Putting the tight end in motion. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now they'll set up to throw. The ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers. There's an old saying in golf, Mike, that when you're on the green, never up, never in. In this case, the ball's on target. It just didn't have enough steam to get there. Winds up no good.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. He's going to look for the home run ball. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. It's 2nd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Tight end going in motion here. Stroud to throw here on first down. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
Two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Come a little closer. Here's second and goal. To throw, it's Stroud. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? Third and goal coming up. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Houston. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will add one more onto their big lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Here now, third and 5.
60 Eagles, 6, 70.
Got the hook up there to Odunze. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Kalen Bullock.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff, running right. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.